regarding Jolly Holiday Lights, one of the traditions here in Central Iowa, celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, Jackie.
That's right. Every single week here on our Great Day Morning Show, we are downright proud to salute a great local organization along with Stivers Ford Lincoln, and this is one we thought would be very appropriate this time of year, as we did hear what happened with Jolly Holiday Lights due to flooding, unfortunately, which is really making a huge impact on Make-A-Wish Iowa.
We have the CEO of Make-A-Wish Iowa, Chris Vogesser, is joining us, and what a difficult decision that had to be. Now, at this time last week, like Friday before the weekend, you guys were evaluating the situation, and that had to have just a pit in your stomach.
Most definitely, because, you know, as a CEO, the buck stops there, right? And you got to make a decision that I think no one wanted to make. I didn't want to make it. And even before the flooding, it was so wet out there. You know, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I think if we would have been honest and looked back, we lost parking over a week ago with all the mud. We had cars getting stuck, and you know, leaning back on some other experience.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the area there.
It's one thing to deal with snow this time of year. It's a whole nother when you're dealing with rain.
Exactly. We can handle snow, but I've told everybody, you know, electricity and water don't mix. We know that for sure now.
And the ground around the waterworks area where Jolly Holiday Lights is built was saturated. It
was saturated, and that was the decision we made at 8:30 Saturday night. The transformer blew, so we were out then thinking we could just lose Sunday and come back Monday, and then the floods came. And you can't fight Mother Nature, but we want to continue to fight for our kids, and that's why we're just so humbled. This community is amazing. The outpouring of support that's happened since, you know, we had a very dark day on Sunday, and then you put it all in perspective.
Look at that. Look at it just rolling over the roadway there.
But the thing about this is a lot of people are instantly thinking about the kids and making sure that wishes can be granted, but you also have to think about all those light displays pretty much need to be replaced.
We do. We work with a company and we rent the displays. Now that the water's receded, we can get out there and take a look at what the damage is. So not only did we have the loss of revenue at the gate, now we're looking at, you know, what potentially might insurance not cover, and things that we're going to have to, because we want to come back. This is people's traditions. It's even my own family for 20 years, granting over 600 wishes for kids just out of this event over the 20 years. So
now,
we're very proud of it.
You put pen to paper, and we heard the numbers earlier this week, but I want you to remind people, how much do you think we lost when you had to say, you know what, we're pulling the plug on Jolly Holiday?
You bet. Just front gate alone, you know, we've got great data from the last 20 years. We're over $200,000 just with the front gate revenue, because we had 28,000 cars go through last year, if you can believe that. So just the outpouring of support that has happened. But none of these challenges are compared to what our kids, or our Wish kids and our Wish families go through. And once we keep it in that perspective, there's nothing we can overcome, and we continue to fight every day to raise as much money as we can for our kids. I have the best job in the world, the best staff in the world, amazing volunteers. It's an amazing mission, what we get to work on every day.
Talk a little bit about that. What does Make-A-Wish Iowa get to do on a regular basis?
You bet. We work with children with life-threatening medical conditions aged 2.5 to 18. In a time in their lives that they didn't ask for it, they have a serious illness, and we're the light in that illness. We talk a lot about sharing the power of a wish and the impact of a wish, not only on our Wish kids, but our families. And it's a lot of our wishes are travel wishes, but we have I Wish to Beat. Last year we had Super Shayla. She wanted to be a superhero, if you remember that. And we did that, tied it to Jolly Holiday Lights, and she defeated evil Dr. Kilowatt. So it's just so fun to see the kids get their arms wrapped around something pretty special that they can fight for. And we know, medical doctors have told us that this does make a difference. They see improved health because they have something good to look forward to. Families have something to focus on instead of the disease. So we work really hard and believe truly in sharing the power of a wish. And this community wrapped their arms around that and helped us out tremendously.
We were talking about that on Monday on the program, and we said, you know, with this community that we live in, let's not be surprised if somebody or some group of people step up and they more than
stepped up. Our friends with Iowa Clinic, Methodist, and Mercy started #BringTheJolly, and that just went viral.
Now explain what that is for those people that might not be familiar.
Well, when you lose an event, we still need the revenue for our kids, so it was able for them to online go and give it tied directly to our giving page on our website, and the outpouring of support from individuals from $5 contributions to corporations in this community got us to where we need to be. And further, keep in mind, that event raised enough for 40 wishes, but we grant 192 wishes is where we think we'll be this year. Last year we granted 189. So we're continually always raising money. I joke that people run from me because they know what I'm going to ask them for, right? But I don't shy away from that because it's for our kids. We don't need to apologize
Now,
for
it
that.
started with this single health group, and then it grew to 3 health groups. And
It did.
What happened there?
And then from there,
what was the contribution from those guys? Do we know what that contribution
it's going to be
was?
substantial. We'll find out on Monday what that contribution is. We're excited about that. But just the offshoot of that, you know, we know we're climbing into that 200,000 and beyond with corporations that have had. It's an amazing thing when you get CEOs challenging CEOs. And I've said for a long time to my fundraising staff, when we can get peer-to-peer asks, you know, we can put it out there, but when we get challenges in the community with CEOs and companies, you know, I've said forever, I'll put the Des Moines metro area up against anybody in the country from giving, and not just to our organization, because you saw how successful other campaigns were in the community, and they need the help too because it's that time of year of giving.
Right.
It's not just us, because the beauty of Make-A-Wish is we touch a lot of charities too from where our kids' illness are.
Now, did I see Prairie Meadows stepped up?
They did. They've been a great friend of ours for years. Gary Palmer's a wonderful man, and he was able to step up. Hy-Vee is a great presenting sponsor of this event, and they matched what their sponsorship was. So just from Hy-Vee alone, it was another $50,000. So it's amazing what we're able to do, and all of that money goes straight to the kids. It doesn't go to overhead. It doesn't go to our rent. It goes straight to the kids for their wishes, and that's just amazing to me.
And if people are still in the giving spirit, you know, as you said, $10, $5.
Exactly. We still need help. Keep in mind, you know, we are going to do 192 wishes this year. They all need funded.
Right.
And we have events throughout the whole year that we do across the whole state. This was just one of our events, but it was our largest that helps offset that. And thankfully, again, we're just humbled. I can't say enough about this community.
And you guys will be back next year, right?
We will be back. We're going to assess everything, and that's the challenge. You know, the money needs to go to the wishes, and then we need to look at what the expense going to be to get things back up and running.
Do you think you'll still have it over at Waterworks, or do you think an alternate location?
We have no desire to move. It's a great location for us. People are used to going there. Hopefully it won't flood again, but we all know that Mother Nature wants to do what they're going to do. But we're not down, we're not out, we'll be back.
All right, maybe just build them higher, and if it floods,
There we
you
go.
take boats
Yeah.
and have boats go
We
through.
could go through with
Yeah.
boats. Yeah, we could do that.
If people are inspired and want to donate to your great cause, what's the best way to do so?
Yeah, if they just go to our website, we're set up for online giving and have been. It's just iowa.wish.org, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button, and we can walk you through it. And
Wonderful.
I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the individuals and corporations who helped us out already. It definitely means a lot for our kids.
Now, Chris, you guys have an incredible organization. Thank you for everything
Thank
you
you
do.
very much.
Thanks so much for having us on.
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, Stivers for Downright proud to salute this outstanding organization.